Hey guys, Jason Eichler here for Daftstar, and we are backstage at Whisky A Go Go with Alien Ant Farm. Hey. No, I wasn't allowed to listen to you guys growing up, but I was allowed to watch Cribs on MTV, so that's where I first saw you. So, full circle moment, pretty cool.
You know what's crazy is that you're not allowed to listen to a rock band, but you're allowed to watch like rappers in their homes, like all the money they made from like dissing girls and beating up other like crews and stuff.
Bad parenting, mom.
What a jerk.
I can't believe they wouldn't let you listen to us, like, of all bands.
It's some bullshit, right? So you guys, the last studio album you had come out was in 2006, and then you all sort of went your own separate ways and did individual projects. Just briefly tell me what you've each been up to since then.
A lot of golf.
A lot of golf?
No, I did a band called Send the Sages, and, you know, we're all just kind of like, we weren't really aspiring to try and like crack the scene by any means again. I think we were all just kind of like happy playing music, you know what I mean? And yeah,
kind of. We're just like, we all kind of, I mean, when there's downtime, and sometimes you can't like control how much of it you're going to get. So you got to kind of supplement and outlet, you know, and I think we all did it in different ways, you know, like for whether it was our own bands, we all did side project bands or you know, whatever we did creatively.
So what made you guys get back together finally?
I think just like any relationship, you know, or went through like some kind of obviously really great times and some kind of like crappy times amongst internally with us, you know, and so, you know, once a certain amount of time goes by, you kind of forget all the little dinky problems, or not so dinky, but just problems, even if they were big, kind of go by the wayside, you know. And we just met each other again after a few years and decided that we weren't as bad as maybe we thought we were.
Not all assholes anymore.
Yeah. Well, we're there, but yeah. So
what we did together was bigger than any of us individually. So.
That's cool. So now you're back. Always and Forever is the new album, and it's fan funded. What made you want to go down that route instead of like going through a record label and all that?
Well, it's kind of like both, actually. I mean, I don't really know where we stand with that even. Do you want to answer that, Terry? Is there a proper way to answer that? I think fan funded is cool, like in the aspect of like quite a few fans are going to gain other items, I guess, you know, besides the record, which I think is a cool piece to do, you know. I think we've kind of done that through the years, even just with merch and stuff, you know. But now to see, you know, someone wants like vinyl or something like that, I think it's a great idea, you know. I wish we'd have pounced on it, you know, 2 records ago than just now. I think.
And even the personable stuff, you know, that's kind of like what flies these days, you know, is everybody kind of wants to know, you know, what you're doing, and they want to be like right there with you, and the like the fan-funded stuff, you know, with the pledgers, like they actually got to kind of pledge on stuff that's like, you know, like personable, like experiences with the band, whether it's you know, a ticket to any of our shows forever, or us playing in their living room.
Imagine if you get like that golden ticket to see any band forever. Yeah. I'd be like, after about 4 shows, I'd be like, fuck this. These guys are lame, dude. Any band is lame after 5 shows, right?
And one of them is to spend a day with you guys, right?
Yeah. To spend a day with us.
Yeah. Yeah, I think one is actually to come to like the gig and hang out for like sound check and all that fun, glorious stuff.
Are you ever worried it's going to be like a whack job? Some crazy like stalker fan?
I don't really have many worries these days, and if someone's that diehard of a fan, I think I'd just take it as a compliment. Unless they, you know, cause harm. But there's a fan downstairs that I saw just was taking a photo with my girlfriend, and he was pretty into me, I guess. No, I don't mind. I think I was kind of cool. It's not like we were like a huge band. What's weird about this band, and I love it kind of, like, I don't know how I feel about it, but I think I love it, is that we are like a household name. I mean, I'm not saying like we're not a big band, but it seemed like everybody knows that band name, you know, and it's a great thing. It's like a great podium for this record too. Nobody really knows like, you know, what we're about, even though they know the band name. It's cool. I like it.
That's awesome. So you guys are playing a beer show in Texas next month, What if you had to describe a beer to describe your sound? What beer would it be?
Okay. But every show's a beer show.
Oh, well, it's anyways.
No, I get what you're saying, but we are playing like a beer fest, right? Something like that. But it's like every show, I think, is probably like, what beer to describe us? I don't know. We're not like punk pop, so it's not really like, it wouldn't be like a hoppy like.
It would be something like a Pilsner or Quell, you know, like the Czech Pilsner. Okay. It's got a lager kind of smoothness, but it's like got a headiness to it.
It's like sexy and a little bit fat. A little bit fat.
It's kind of all over the place, you know. It's the real punk rock.
I'm cool. We're Pilsner or Quell.
I like that. So are you guys gonna plan on touring once the album comes out?
Yeah, I think we're gonna tour. So we could. When is this gonna air? Is it airing right now?
This will air within the week, probably.
Yeah. So June, we're gonna have like some dates in June, but not really like, wouldn't consider it a tour. And then through July, I think we're gonna like hit it, and hopefully we just kind of like stack that on as we go. We're gonna have a single released here fairly shortly, and we're hoping by August the record will be out. So with all those things happening, you know, the idea is to just from July out, hopefully just stay as long as we can with as little breaks as possible, hopefully.
And next year is the 20-year anniversary of Alien Ant Farm.
Is it really?
Yeah.
20 years?
20.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
I think it is. That's what they told me.
15.
Okay.
Well, 95, 96 is when we started.
Okay,
so
cool.
so.
Do you have anything big planned? Or since you didn't know, probably not.
I don't know. I think we're having fun right now. I mean, there's no plan to like celebrate how old we are. That's kind of weird.
It'd be nice to just get the record out, you know, because we've been working on this record for a while, and we've just kind of been out of the picture, and it's kind of like relative to everything that was being talked about before is like, you know, what we can do. We can do more once we have some new music out. You know, it's been a long time. We have to get some new music out.
And since the last album, music has kind of all changed to like digital downloads and more single based. Do you think that's going to be a challenge with releasing this, or that's not really your fan base?
I don't know where we're gonna sit with that. I mean, the idea is to just every song should be great, right? I mean, ideally. So you know, if we can get 3 singles off of this, then great. If we get 1 fat single off of this, I'm happy. It is single based, but I can't remember when things were like typically like album anyways, you know. It's been a long time. It seemed like maybe when we first got signed in around 2000, it seemed like that's when the records kind of stopped, you know.
People stopped buying records, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, the physical sense of things is just kind of gone, you know. So
yeah,
we're having to learn a whole new terrain, you know, but it's fun, you know. I mean, we've always been super personable with our fans, so it's kind of an easy transition for us. It's just kind of getting off our asses and whatever, tweeting more.
Someone was like talking about, someone in our little crew was talking about artwork the other day, and I'm like, artwork? I haven't seen a record in like 9 years. Yeah. I don't know why we even need artwork, but I guess you do.
You just need the name on the iTunes single.
Yeah.
So what kind of music are you guys listening to right now?
Howard Stern. I really don't listen to music. That sounds so dumb to say, but I really don't. Okay. I mean, I like a ton of bands, but the only time I listen to music is, I guess when I got a little studio at home. Just I love making it, you know, and I love my Joni Mitchells and all that old stuff. Terry's way more on top of like, you know, newer stuff.
But it's funny. That being said, I tend to like listen to older stuff. Okay. Like I don't know if it's my age or.
I like Kid Cudi. I love Kid Cudi.
Yeah. You know, I think I even texted you when I went to Coachella, and I thought Kid Cudi was the best set of the entire weekend for me. It was just so. He was just like ear to ear grin,
carefree,
just loving it, having a great. Haim came up and did a song with them, and like he had his big Fortress of Solitude set, like the rocks and stuff. It was pretty cool, man. Kid Cudi was cool. So.
I was there and I didn't remember it, so this is good to hear what happened.
You had a good weekend then.
Yeah, I did.
So cool.
So over your whole career, what would you say are some of the highlights? Because you've sold millions of albums, toured with Metallica, lots of cool stuff in there.
Well, you just kind of said it.
Yeah, you just summed it up.
You're welcome.
I mean, yeah. I mean, every time every time I feel good and I'm happy. It sounds so dumb to say, but that's a highlight for me. Like, we're playing at the Whisky tonight, and it's a small club, and we've done like big old festivals and stuff. But if I leave tonight satisfied, that's all I really want. I got a little 1-year-old daughter, and I'm just chilling right now. Everything's a highlight. We did the MTV. We done like MTV Music Awards and like Grammy nomination. We never won a Grammy, but I don't know that I'd even really care. Just to be in the pool and kind of playing in the club is cool with me, you know.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like, other than one highlight, like. It seems like it's. I have to be grateful that it's been like a succession of highlights throughout many years. You know what I mean? Yeah. From anything like what he just said to. I mean, just the other day, like, when we did the Michael Jackson Forever tribute, and we met his band and Tommy O, who was his guitar player. Like, I was at my friend's house partying, getting hammered, and all of a sudden I got like 20 likes from Tommy O on Instagram, and I was just all, oh my God. That moment when friggin' Michael Jackson's guitar player likes 20 of your pictures, I was just like, well, there's one of those highlights, boom. You know,
yeah, and that's such a cool thing because it's like kind of personal. It's not like some highlight where like a nation or world's gonna see like that, you know, that's like
personal,
it's
like,
super cool.
Little personal victory that was just awesome, and I'll take it.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
For Daftstar, this has been Alien Ant Farm, and we are backstage at Whisky A Go Go. Reach high, be known, change the world.
Fuck you.
That's good. Hello.
I'm just kidding.